Ladies, can we talk for a second? Because this whole Arionne Martell situation is a masterclass in what not to do when you're chasing a man. He gave her the baby, but he never gave her the life she thought she was securing. Let's get into why this story is a cautionary tale that every woman needs to hear. A home that is built on another woman's tears will not stand. This saying is timeless. Arionne didn't just fall for a married man. She wanted the version of him that was built through Melody's hard work, love, and loyalty. Instead of choosing her own path, she tried to snatch someone else's life. And now she's left with a baby, but none of the security she thought would come with it. Martell was never hers to begin with, and that was her problem. He was in a covenant, not a situationship with Melody, and that's where Arionne messed up. Even if Melody walked away, it wasn't because Arionne won. It was because Melody chose peace over that chaos that those two had going on. Neither one of them really realized what they were doing. They thought that they won the battle. They thought that they won the war, but they didn't win nothing. They won garbage at the end of the day. I know they feel bad. I know if both of them, Martell and Arionne, can do it over again, they would. I feel like Arionne would have ignored him. I feel like Martell would have just... I don't know what he would have did, but I know he wouldn't have had it go as far as he did if he would have seen the outcome of everything that his actions had caused, all the chaos and drama. And think about it like this. And now that Martell is technically free, he's not married anymore. Him and Melody are divorced. He's still not claiming Arionne. Sis risked it all and still didn't get chosen. You can't secure a man who's not secure in himself. If a man cheats on his wife, what makes you think he'll be faithful to you, Coleslaw? Martell's character was already clear, and Arionne bet her future on that instability. Like, really? Come on now. I mean, I know she can't really have peace when she sleeps at night because she never knows what Martell could be doing. How you get them sometimes is how you lose them. So what is going to stop Martell from looking or choosing or being with another pretty young thing that comes his way? I know Arionne is shook because that's one thing about it. Beauty does come a dime a dozen. A snatched body does come a dime a dozen. It doesn't matter how many tricks and flips that Arionne feel like she did to get Martell. There's always a new batch of kittens ready to lick up that milk. I got that from Lorianne Gibson off of Making a Band. So it's just like, sis, I know that she cannot have no peace. And she may sit up there and say, I don't want Martell like that. It's because you know you can't have him. You know that. You know the best that you could do was get a baby out of him. And that still didn't get you the results that you thought it would, sis. Think about it like this. Even if Arionne did want Martell, does Martell really want her? How can he trust her, knowing she was down to sneak around with him as a married man? It's a lose-lose on both sides, on Arionne's side and Martell's side. I really feel like they can't trust each other. And we all know that trust is the number one thing in a relationship. You cannot build a really stable foundation without it. So what Arionne thought she would get versus what she actually got is what all this video is all about. She thought the baby would seal the deal, but it only sealed the demise of whatever relationship she and Martell actually had. Everyone knows that if it's not real love there, a baby definitely does change a relationship. I never forget reading that, like, if a guy in Martell's situation, if he got with Arionne just to have fun, he probably really liked Arionne because he could escape his own kids. Not to say he don't love them or whatever, but you know what I mean? That was the appeal, like he could get away from being on daddy duties or whatever. And Arionne only had one. So it's just like, all right, he probably got a little bit of an escape. But then when he sat up there and got her pregnant, now she has kids, it's really going to change the dynamics of their situation. When they used to probably have fun and pop bottles and do X, Y, and Z, they couldn't do all that while she was pregnant. And they definitely probably can't do any of that now that she is a mom of two. So she already had a kid. She had responsibilities, but it just got increased. Like, come on now. So it was just going to be a messed up situation to begin with. And then, like, it's going to be a weird situation. Like, I'll be thinking about how, like, all of them are, like, siblings. And it's just, that wasn't a really smart move on Arionne's part. But, yeah, like I said, Arionne thought that the baby was still the deal between her and Martell. But instead of weddings, vacations, and matching pajamas and couple goals, shining on Instagram or social media, she was left out of everything, even off the Love and Marriage Huntsville platform. You really think that Oprah Winfrey is on a platform a thought? A home wrecker? I don't even care if it airs for ratings. The ratings will go down. I know I wouldn't want to be watching it unless I really had to report on it. Then I'm just like, I don't want to see no side chick get platformed. That's just too much for me. So Melody walked away with her name, her dignity, her brand, and her peace, and that is priceless. I don't care what nobody say. Now, granted, even though she glowed up and leveled up, I'm pretty sure she still would change all that just to have her relationship back with Martell and her kids, minus the infidelity on Martell's part. But I'm just so proud of her that she was able to take that L and then made it a W for herself in spite of it all. And that's why, meanwhile, Arionne is nowhere to be found in this new season. See, Melody walked away because that was her choice. She had other things going on. Arionne wasn't even invited on the stage. Sad but true. So let this be a lesson to us. Whether you're Arionne or you've just been in a season where you settled, this is your wake-up call. You don't have to compete, beg, or force anything that's not meant for you. Don't try to skip the line or steal someone else's spot, because the life you want isn't built like that. Let's choose our self-worth over drama and soft life over side chick energy, because you deserve the whole man, not just his child, not just his lies, and not just his potential. So, write in the comments what you guys think about this video, this topic. Do you think Arionne really thought she'd be the wife? Or maybe she knew all along that her place was going to be perpetual side chick. But even still, that is very, very sad. You can be a side chick, but don't bring a child into that situation. You know what I mean? Like, Arionne's child deserves like a full-time dad, not a dad that's like in and out because he has like a whole nother household to also be a part of. And it's just crazy. And then you got like, it's just a lot to think about. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Yeah, so let me know. Do you think Arionne really thought she'd be a wife, or was she just caught in the fantasy of being chosen, trying to one-up another woman by any means necessary? That's what I think it really was. But let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
Synquette, man, a girl with